Okay, got everything set up. Elgato, Adobe. Well, oh, hey, look at this. You know what I used to do is I usually put any ideas for videos down on my journal, but then I got that little board there, and that's helped me out quite a bit. So, you know, just for old time's sake, just go with some of the stuff that I was gonna do. Oh, that's cute. Well, I was gonna review all the Nintendo 64 games. Too many sports games. Friendship Duke Out, that was the original title for Delmar Pals. And ooh, top 10 games to have on a deserted island. I've been wanting to do that video for quite a while. You know, I mean, you know what? Yeah, I think I'll do that. You know, I've been finally getting a chance to talk about games that I've been wanting to instead of holding them back. So, you know, I think I got some games that I think I could finally make a good list. So, yeah, let's do that. Let's do that video. Okay, so with all that in check, I'm gonna go ahead and grab a few more things. I gotta get my camera. I gotta get some new light bulbs, obviously. Thomas, what are you doing on the bed couch?
I has claimed this couch for me as sleeping arrangements. Man.
I can see that. So are you like gonna move in with me in Black Cross or what?
Just the couch. It is my home now.
Well, I got some blankets up there. Do you need me to bring you some blankets or anything?
The warmth of our friendship will keep me warmish.
Good to hear. Brandon, why are you down there?
I live here now.
By yourself?
Not entirely.
Whatever, you guys do what you gotta do.
Kill me, Seymour.
Hello and welcome everyone to the Marr Show. And today we're gonna do a video that I've been wanting to do for quite a long while, but I didn't know what games to really put on this list here. And just give a little backstory out of the way, because the reason why I want to make this list is because one of the first videos of Peanut Butter Gamer that I ever watched was his top 10 games to have on a deserted island. It's a really interesting video because not only is it drastically different compared to how he makes videos now, but it's just a really fun question to ask people. If you were stuck on a deserted island, and apparently this island have every single video game console known to mankind, a PC, computer, internet access, and etc. What games would you bring? And you're only limited to like your 10 games, only 10 games or 5 to bring with you on this deserted island. And some people will probably say, well, I'm gonna bring my top 10 favorite games. But I mean, you really gotta think, and that's where it gets really fun, because you gotta bring games that you definitely know you can replay over and over without getting bored. You gotta bring games that have a lot of content. I mean, a lot of side quests, long main story campaign, just a lot of collectibles, stuff like that. Online multiplayer would be a key feature, because since you are alone, co-op or couch co-op will be non-existent, and it'll just be a fun list, because a lot of people, especially in terms of how they play games, what type of genres they like, it can really offer a lot of different experiences. And for me, it took me a while to think, because I haven't really played a game that's like over 100, or like a game that I spent over 100 hours on. I never played any MMOs, so I can't say I played World of Warcraft, Diablo, or any of that. There's not gonna be any major rules. There's not gonna be no one game per franchise. I'm not even gonna order these games. I'm just gonna say these are the games that I know I'm gonna bring with me on the deserted island. And one thing I want to mention, no compilation games. That's cheating. So compilation games like the Kingdom Hearts remixes or the Crash Insane Trilogy, they do not count. Okay, so with all that in mind, let's go and get things started. I got the games right on my little desk area here, and with that in mind, let's go ahead and get things started. The first game that I will probably bring with me on a deserted island is Tetris. Yes, it's a game that PBG mentioned on his video, but I just love Tetris. It's a fun puzzle game. Not only is it simple, really addictive, but it also helps me a whole lot. Like whenever I'm really tired, really drowsy, can't think straight, just playing Tetris for a couple minutes definitely helps me think a lot. It helps me concentrate a bit more. Now the question is, what version will I pick? It doesn't really matter because there's so many games of Tetris on almost every console at this point that it doesn't really matter. You could bring Tetris on a Game Boy, or you could bring Tetris on NES, the one that's available on like the PS4, Xbox One, or heck, even the very first game, or the game that I was introduced to Tetris with, was Magical Tetris Challenge. This is a game that has Mickey Mouse and friends, and it was my first time ever playing Tetris, and it's a really fun game. It's nothing anything groundbreaking in terms of Tetris, but it's a really fun title, and I do like the music. In fact, I'm even playing it right now. It's really groovy, and it's funky. Yes, I said funky, shut up. I think it's no secret to anyone that I love Mario. I absolutely just love the Mario games. And I was kind of stuck between two Mario titles, so I figured just grab the whole one game per franchise list and include both of them. And one of them is Super Mario Maker. This is just a fan's dream come true. Just creating your own Mario level in however way you want it, based on what you like to see in a Mario platformer. You can make it easy or tough, you can make it an ice level, you can make it a level where you have to constantly spin around piranha plants. There's so many different types of levels that people have made in this game and still making to this day, and it's just a really fun game, and plus it's just really challenging to try out difficult levels. I even made some levels of my own, which I showcased a few days ago, so if you want to check out some of my levels, just find a video. You can easily see it on the whole Mullins Studios channel. But I think just trying out so many different types of varieties of levels that people have made in Mario Maker, I don't really see myself getting bored at it at all. It's just a really fun title. There is one good thing about being stuck in a deserted island. Even though I know you're gonna be stuck on there dying and begging for help anytime soon, but one good thing about being stuck on a deserted island with every single console known to mankind is that you're gonna have a lot of free time to actually finish games that you actually want to beat. I mean, there's games in my collection that I have played, but I never really got to beat because I got kind of bored with it a little bit, I was distracted with another game, or yeah, I just get distracted too easily. I mean, I get so distracted that, is that a fly? Hold on, I'm gonna check it out. There's a few games I have that I would love to try to beat one of these days, but if I really had to choose, I think I would have to go with Donkey Kong 64. Some people would say, why not go with Banjo-Kazooie, because it's kind of built in the same engine, but Banjo-Kazooie, even though it's one of my favorite games, unfortunately, when you really know the game inside and out, you can really beat it in like maybe 5 or 6 hours. I think I'm just estimating for me. But Donkey Kong 64 just has a lot more to offer. It has a lot more challenges. There's a whole lot of stuff to collect because you have to play as 5 different Kongs, each with their own stuff to collect, weapons, bananas, have their own special skills that you can get exclusive bananas, and so much stuff is in this game. And I know some people will probably say it's not one of Rare's best, but I personally really enjoyed the game, but I never actually got to finish it all the way through. I know I got to like maybe 50 or 60 before I got distracted with, ooh, a butterfly. But with the fact that I'll have a lot of free time, getting all the stuff in the game will definitely be worth it. And not just beating it, but just getting 101%, because this game just has so much stuff to collect. So you're gonna be hearing that DK rap a lot, which is a guilty pleasure. I'm just gonna say it. Since you got a lot of time on your hands, you're gonna need some good lengthy RPGs. And for me, the game that's given me the most hours is Kingdom Hearts 2. It gave me about 70 plus hours of total gameplay time, which is good because as an RPG, it's gonna give you a lot. Sure, you could breeze through the main story in like 20 hours, or at least I did when I had to level grind a few times. But not to mention, there's so much stuff to collect, trying to find all the keyblades and materials for the item smith shop, beating all the secret bosses, and it's just a very lengthy RPG. And even though it's not my favorite Kingdom Hearts game because it has a few flaws in it, I will admit, even though Kingdom Hearts 1 is one of my favorite games ever, I definitely got a lot more time out of Kingdom Hearts 2. I know some people will probably say, why not find a mix? Well, unfortunately, it's only available in Japan. I know we got it eventually here in the US, but it's only available in the 2.5 collection, which If you remembered, no compilations count in this list, but I mean the original PS2 game will still give you a lot of gameplay time, and it's still a lot of fun. I actually have one more RPG that I want to add to this list, and it's actually a game that I covered here on the Marr Show, but Tokyo Mirage Sessions #FB is another RPG that got me a lot of gameplay time. The story is great, the characters are wonderful, the songs are amazing, hands down they're amazing. Not to mention, you're just gonna have a lot of free time going through the game, getting all the achievements unlocked, and getting all the stuff and gear, costumes, etc. Plus, not to mention, even though I remember spending quite a bit of time level grinding, I don't know if anyone has ever had this feeling, but I just love level grinding, especially when they have music playing and a nice drink and just level grinding your way to 100 and so on. I don't know if anyone feels that way. I hope it's not just me. I really hope. But level grinding is just a nice little pastime. And with this game, you're going to have quite a bit of it. And it's just a fun, enjoyable, colorful game. I really do enjoy it. I know there's not a whole lot of people that know about this game, which is a shame because, I mean, it's a fun RPG. I personally love it. It's one of my favorite Wii U titles. And yeah, I'll definitely bring it here on a deserted island with me. I never touched any Animal Crossing game until I met New Leaf, which hands down is one of my favorite games on the 3DS. Probably my most favorite next to A Link Between Worlds, because I just had a blast playing this game and it's so relaxing. As the mayor of this town, you're gonna have a lot of free time building a lot of different projects, speaking to all your neighbors, and building your house to your best, collecting all the different furniture from Tom Nook. Not to mention going around collecting bugs, fishes, and fossils for the museum. Granted, I never played any of the other previous Animal Crossing games, so I don't know how well they fill up, but a lot of people I know definitely enjoy this title a whole lot, and it's just fun. Not to mention, you'll at least know what day it is, because since this game goes in real time thanks to the 3DS clock, you won't miss Christmas at all, because it'll remind you it's Christmas and New Year's. And unfortunately, you'll be alone, because no one's gonna celebrate with you. I don't know, you would consider Animal Crossing to be like a life simulation game almost, because, well, it's a simulation of talking to neighbors and grabbing stuff. But speaking of simulations, the next game is Trains 2006. I've never played any of the other train simulators because I remember grabbing this around 2010, I believe, and it's just a fun, interesting game because you get to create your own dream trains layout. And in a day and age where a lot of the model trains are expensive, which is understandable, you're gonna have a lot of free time creating your own trains layout or running around free custom layouts and exploring around. I would say that I would like to use the downloadable management for Train Simulator, that way I can download more trains and layouts and maybe a certain little blue tank engine with 6 small wheels, a short stumpy boiler, a short stumpy funnel, and a short stumpy dome. I guess you would consider that cheating, so I wouldn't really use it. Even by itself, there's plenty of content for you to make your own train layouts and running around the custom ones that are available, so that's not too bad. I got another Wii U game here, and it's a game that I did mention back in my Wii U retrospective, and I will hopefully be lucky to cover in this show, Lego City Undercover. I haven't played all the Lego games. The only one I really played is like Lego Star Wars, Indiana Jones, Batman, and a little bit of Pirates of the Caribbean. But Lego City Undercover is without doubt a fantastic title. I know some people still prefer the Lego characters not talking, but the script itself is really funny and the characters are a lot of fun to take a look at. But much like Donkey Kong 64, there's a lot to collect in this game, and it's just a huge world to explore, getting all the missions unlocked, buying all the characters with your Lego pieces, and there's just so much to do, and heck, just driving around Lego City is relaxing on itself because it's such a huge world. Now I know the game came out for Nintendo Switch, PS4, and Xbox One earlier this year, but I don't know how different they are or if they added anything new aside from having 2-player co-op and removing some Wii U features where you had to use the gamepad. But I still thought the Wii U version is still pretty good. Sure, the load times are killer, but I mean, since you're on a deserted island, you can use that time of loading screen to maybe walk around the island, go fishing, take a wee-wee. I don't know, I will admit the loading screens are atrocious, but what can I really say? Just, it's a fun game, I do admit. it's still fun regardless of the loading screens. Now I know Super Mario Odyssey is probably already out by the time this video is, and unfortunately I'm recording this before that game, but when it does and it has a lot more to offer, consider it being on the runner-ups. But I have one more Mario game that I would like to bring with me to a deserted island, and that's Super Mario Galaxy 2. I had a lot of gameplay time guaranteed to this game. Probably maybe close to 80 hours, which is weird, but there's a whole lot of stuff to get. Once you get all original 120 stars, you also get the 120 green stars, which are a little bit more harder to find because you have to explore each level trying to find them. And it's a lot of fun. This game has definitely increased its difficulty compared to the first game. Fair difficulty, mind you. And there's just a lot of fun stuff. It's a great platform. It's one of my favorite Mario games ever. And I can see myself replaying this game over and over. I usually play this like once a year, trying to get all 240 plus stars and trying to beat the Grandmaster Galaxy, which is difficult if you ever played it. But this game definitely had a lot of gameplay hours for me, and it's one title that I always look forward to play year after year. It's such a fantastic game. Okay, I know I said that this is not in any generic order or anything, but if I really had to choose one game that I most definitely, without a doubt, must have with me on a deserted island, is Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. I know I covered this game back a few months ago. I know some people are probably sick of it because they're like, stop shoving Zelda Breath of the Wild in my bloody ears! And I know some people will prefer other games to take with them on a deserted island, games that offer a lot more hours of gameplay, and some people prefer other Zelda games than this. But keep in mind that my experience is completely different from other people, and there's a lot of games that I haven't played yet. But Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild was the game that I just fell in love instantly. I love the open world, and it's a huge world. Even if you don't accomplish any side quests, just exploring the whole world itself, seeing new sights and seeing this breathtaking world will take you a lot of time. And there is a lot of side quests. A lot of shrines that you have to complete, just different objectives, upgrading your equipment, even though that's a bit repetitive. But I mean, just exploring the world without having to go to Ganon's castle, without doing any shrines or anything, will take you a lot of time. It's just a breathtaking game that will definitely take you a long time to actually get. I know there's been some people that get like 200 hours, but I mean, that's still a pretty long time, and Breath of the Wild is just one of my favorite games. I talk more about why this game I love back in my Marr Show episode review of it, but if I had to choose one game that I would have to bring on the deserted island, it will be this. It's just a beautiful game, and it's probably one of my games of the year. That is until when I play Super Mario Odyssey, but yeah, details. And that does it. It's finally good to finally get this video out of the way because I've been wanting to make this video for a while, but I just didn't know what games I want to put on this list. So thank you all for watching this video, and if you guys like this video or dislike it, please leave your thoughts in the videos below. And hey, if you were stuck on a deserted island, what 10 games would you bring? Because it's just a fun list, because everyone's got so many different gameplay experiences, game taste and stuff that can vary between person and person. And I mean, keep in mind, this is just my list. I know you guys probably want to say, why didn't you put this game or Overwatch? I know there's gonna be someone who asks why you didn't put Overwatch on the list, but I mean, it's just different game taste, and these are the games that I would definitely love to take with me on a deserted island. It's just, yeah, this was a fun video to make. And now if you excuse me, judging by the time of this video, Mario Odyssey will be out, so I'm gonna be busy playing that, so yeah! Oh boy! Oh boy! Oh boy! Hey, Brandon, you're actually right. This is really comfy right here.
See.
Though the only problem is there's a spot that's hitting my knees, or like the back kneecaps. How do you get used to that?
Stay flexible.
You know, flexible is not really in my middle name. Is it yours, or?
That's Alex. We don't talk about him.
Okay. Freddy, do you have a middle name?
No.
Okay, that explains it. What? Whoa! What the heck is? Wow! I got roommates! Yay! Sleepover! You got any warm milk? I could use some warm milk. I'm just gonna get out of here because this is getting awkward here.
What's the Wi-Fi password?
Shut up, Hamas!